Ted and Josh with Exped here with you again. And Ted, what are you standing next to?
I am standing next to the rare occasional Ergo Hammock go to ground mode. Doesn't happen often. Obviously I'm in a place with loads of trees, so I could easily hang it up, but we wanted to show you how you could take this in the event that you didn't have any trees at all and go to ground with the Ergo Hammock. The thing that makes this really work well is this incredible aerodynamic fly sheet that we work with. It's the Ergo Fly. The two things that you need to be bringing with you if you want to have the capability of going to ground: 2 stakes and a set of trekking poles. Obviously you can go grab branches, whatever you need to, but this is the way I like to make it work. It works really nicely. Pitches very, very well, and again, point out the real super aerodynamic shape. All I've done is stake to the ground at this corner and at this corner. I take the trekking poles and put them at the apex of the Ergo Fly, and then run this cord and put one of the 2 stakes right down here. Nails it down to the ground. When I'm using this as a fly over my hammock, I might decide to pitch it out like this. So obviously I could go ahead and do that, tie this up to a tree so I've got even more space. But it also allows me to lock it right down around the pole and get a very closed up shelter. I'm going to flip this back so you can see the kind of space that you have on the inside. I'm going to clip this back here so it doesn't fall down while I'm showing you. You can see the kind of space. I could make this considerably higher if I had really warm conditions, I want more venting, or I could drop it down even lower and nail it to the ground if it's really inclement. So the other thing that makes this possible is if you're using your Ergo hammock like it was designed with a mat. If I go to ground and I don't have a mat, it's going to be a cold night. In this case, I have a mat underneath me, so I've got the insulation I want. This ends up being a beautiful 2-person shelter, real easy to slip everybody into. Lots of space. I can sit up, I can cook in there. It's a really convenient setup to work with. In the event that you get a lot of bugs, you will go ahead and crawl into your Ergo hammock that is no longer hanging and slide the bug netting over you. You can zip it down just like it was when you were hanging in the hammock version. Clearly, it's going to be up against your face. It's not quite as comfortable from a bug standpoint, but better have some kind of bug protection rather than no bug protection. It's a great shelter. Love it. It's a great ultralight piece. When it gets cold and nasty, take the flaps, lock it down just like you saw it before I crawled into it, and you've got a really, really slick shelter if you have to go to ground.
Wow, I like it. Thanks, Ted.